going to write down a number.
Yes.
And then, Jason, you're going to review the quarterbacks in the ACC. And you're going to tell me where Jordan Travis would place among the 14 starting quarterbacks in the ACC.
From this past season or from
the past season?
I mean, obviously, the top two, I would argue, would be, the Pitt quarterback. He's my name.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett, thank you. Kenny Pickett. I think Tyler Van Dyke were probably the two best quarterbacks in the ACC last season. I'd probably put Jordan in the lower half. Absolutely. I'd probably say in the 10, 11 range as far as saying total quarterbacks. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just as a quarterback as a whole, yes, he did a lot to get the job done outside of what a normal quarterback does. For the Florida State offense quarterback, yes, he did great. But as the traditional quarterback that Mark and I grew up watching, yes, he was probably in the lower third of the ACC.
Well, as a passer, I'd rate him lower than that, but I consider a quarterback anything you can do to produce offense. If he runs for 2,000 yards and throws for 50 and that wins games, then I'm good with that. Whatever it takes. And he obviously is exceptional running the ball, and he's improved as a passer. I had the thought going into last season that if this guy doesn't get better as a passer, then it's going to be a disaster. But he did improve. I thought he got significantly better as a passer between 2020 and 21. But still, this was an ACC that I believe had the best quarterback play in college football for a conference. And I'd put him right around where you would.
Yeah.
So do you want the 10th or 11th best quarterback in the league starting?
Do I want the 10th? I'm concerned after last season. And I guess this is, once again, this is when you've been burnt. And you talked about, you were right. I said this before, the problem with Mackenzie Milton was that a lot of people came in and expected 2017, 28 Mackenzie and didn't realize that was a man working with essentially one leg. That was one leg Mackenzie Milton that we saw over the course of this past season. My concern with going after a quarterback in the transfer portal, especially somebody who wherever school JT Daniels goes to, this is going to be his third school in his period of time in college. That's another thing that concerns me, is somebody who's not willing to try to stay and try, at least make an effort to try to take.
If you can't beat out Bennett in Georgia, then I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried.
I feel like, and especially with I feel like this season, I feel like our schedule is going to be slightly, I'm not saying drastically, but slightly better for Florida State. Benefits Florida State slightly better. I'm willing to stick with Jordan Travis.
If Stetson Bennett transferred to Florida State, there wouldn't be a quarterback competition.
He's just hating on Georgia. I'm staying out of this.
What do you think, Logan? I don't think that there would be a quarterback. He's the starter.
I remember a national championship. Some of the fans wanted him out of that game, and they wanted to put in JT.
But the fans are idiots. The fans are idiots. This guy, he's.
The Georgia fans are mad that he's coming back today.
I'm not selling him as Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. No, he's not a first-round NFL quarterback, but he's good. He's a top 15 to 20 quarterback in the country.
Wait,
he's in that range.
Did Mark just call the fans idiots? I thought that was my job to call the fans idiots.
The Georgia fans.
Many of the fans are idiots.
Not all. The Georgia fans are.
Some.
Yeah, no, I was seeing inside of the mentions today of our affiliate SI site that covers Georgia, and there's about like 70 comments back saying, "Are you kidding me? What? I'm ticked. I hate this." Which is kind of funny coming from a person that just won a national championship. But then I also saw the tweets of them saying they want him out of the game, take him out, and then put JT Daniels in. But that's when I think Georgia's fans are also a little too spoiled.
It was also 9-6 at halftime, so I kind of understand how that first.
So Bryce Young might be the best quarterback in the country, and it was 9-6 at halftime. Stetson Bennett is not a great quarterback. I'm not selling him as a great quarterback. I'm just saying he would start for just about anybody in the country. Probably he's a top 25 quarterback in the country. He's really good. The fans are knuckleheads for not saying that JT Daniels isn't a more talented player, but I would love to know what the fans' perspective on that would be if JT Daniels was the guy that had a three. If they were just evaluating quarterbacks and their play so far, JT Daniels at USC and at Georgia, Stetson Bennett the last 2 years at Georgia, but they had the labels on them: Stetson Bennett 5-star, JT Daniels 3-star walk-on. People, if they looked through that lens, they would have a completely different perspective on this.
Mark, you're talking to two alumni of a school that hasn't played since November 27th, so we're not judging.
November 27th.
We're not judging Georgia on this one. But no, I mean,
yes. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I would take Stetson Bennett because I think he fits a little bit more into the offense, the way the offense is. So
Well,
that's why
yes.
I would take Stetson Bennett at this point.
He can run,
over JT Daniel. Now, if you're talking about the Florida State offense under Jimbo Fisher, yes, JT Daniel fits that better. I'm just he fits this offense.